Alright guys, I am back. Nighttime vid. Time to complete the ride home. Work is done, day is done. Time to get the hell out of here and call it an evening. I definitely need, it's not a want, it's a need. I need to figure out how to get the R3 converted over to an HID kit. Get a bright set of lights thrown up in here. I wanted to do the angel or the demon eyes, as they call them, with the HID conversions in them. But that's just a little out of my price range right now, especially after buying some property. It's not going to happen anytime in the near future, and I'm going to need much brighter lights on the ride home, especially since I won't know exactly where I'm going. So that is a must. So I need to start looking into that. Hopefully I get this video posted before our move starts, maybe get some comments, get some I guess, perspective from some of you guys watching these videos, see if maybe anyone knows any good motorcycle shops up here in California that would be able to do the HID conversions for me. I could probably do them myself. That's probably not a huge deal in order for me to do. But at the same time, if I can pay someone a couple extra dollars to do it for me so I don't have to do it, I might just do that as well. So we'll see what happens. But I do know I need to get some brighter lights on here as soon as possible. So, and then my smart self, I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I haven't washed my bike in almost 2 years of owning it. I've never washed it once. Well, I decided enough was enough. Like, my kickstand had so much grime and crap caked in it that I actually couldn't use it functionally. It wouldn't go up and down like it was supposed to. So I went ahead and washed it over the weekend, the 3-day weekend that I took off for personal time. Got it all nice and clean. When I did that, I went ahead and pulled everything out of my my rear seat delete on the bike, my little storage area. I pulled out my toolkit and everything for the bike, and I went ahead and also pulled out my registration and my proof of insurance. And needless to say, I didn't put them back in, and that dude like totally cut into my lane hard. Guess if you ride a Harley and you're an asshole, you can do that, but whatever. But yeah, I realized as I was riding into work today, I was like, oh, I totally left all my important paperwork that needs to stay on the bike at home on the table where I put it when I was cleaning the bike. I need to go ahead and get that in there tonight as soon as I walk in the door. Otherwise, I will forget. It will never make it back onto the bike, and I'm going to get pulled over with my pants down, essentially. They're going to go, hey, you got proof of insurance, registration, all that, and I'm just going to sit there and look at them like a retard. And that's probably not the best option. I guess here in California, you can show them proof of insurance via your phone, so you don't have to have a paper copy, which isn't a bad thing. As far as registration goes, they can run the plate and see if the registration is up to date. But then again, you might end up pissing someone off, especially since I've got the modified exhaust on the bike. I might end up getting a ticket for that by trying to essentially be a smartass because I didn't have my paperwork with me at the time. So instead of going through that whole ordeal, I'd rather just make sure it's there so I can hand it to them and just get it taken care of the right way the first time. That way I don't have to deal with it again. So priorities are being made. HID headlights, priority. Registration and toolkit back on the bike, priority. Must happen. Not an option. Not a I can do it when I get to it. It's a needs to get done now, not when I feel like it. So I have seen HID kits, especially for the R3. It's just an H7 bulb. I've seen them as low as like $70. I think I saw one over at my local bike shop here for 60 something. And of course this light didn't even recognize me, so I get to sit through it a second time. Love that bike life. I've seen that guy before. I've seen that whole truck crew before. So like I said, I just need to get it figured out. That way I can get it switched over. I know I want to do them both HIDs. I do run with both lights on. I know people get really upset when bikes do that. Here in California, it's legal, especially if I'm going to be hopping on the highway. I want to make sure both HIDs are active and running. That way I can be seen, especially out here in the dark. It's going to get really, really dark where I'm moving out to. So I want to make sure that I can see, obviously, where I'm going and how I'm getting there. That way I don't obviously drive around in the freaking dark, spending an extra hour or longer trying to figure out where my new house is at. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to ride the bike, use it as I have it. Right now I've got, I think, just the standard Philips light bulbs in there. And obviously they do the job, but they're not that bright. I do have an LED as my center light. That way I can, that one doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. So it's just there to be seen as extra, hey look, I'm here. But I need to get the main lights brighter, especially where I'm going. No lights of any kind out that direction, as I mentioned. Go ahead and close down the windscreen. I just want to get home and put the bike up. So it was a decent day, especially after a couple days off. It was a decent first day back. Still got, let me see. So now that I've had, now that I had 3 days off in a row, I now work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm either off Thursday or Friday of next week. I get a whopping 1 day off and then work the other 2 days of that business week. And then I work Sunday, and then I think I have like Monday, Tuesday off, and then I work Wednesday, and then I have Thursday off, and then work like Friday, Saturday again. So I got 3 days off again next week. Which is going to be nice as well. They're going to be broken up. I'm going to have 2 in a row and then 1, but still makes for a decent day, I guess, a decent week. That way I can kind of break things up and get a break as I go. Not like my job is super stressful or I need to have that time off by any means, but I'm trying to help my wife and the family as we go. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing at all. He's just walking around staring at stuff. But so like I said, hopefully I will get this video up though. I need to get it figured out as far as the HIDs as soon as possible. Hopefully they're affordable where I can get them both done for a decent price, because I don't have a whole lot of spare money to throw out right now. Oh, of course. What do we have here? We got an accident or something on my side road home. Like, for serious right now? Actually, I better stay up in 6th gear. That way I'm a little quieter going by all of this. Looks like we've got an ambulance. Oh, damn. That is a nasty car accident. That is a bad one right there. That is awful. Man, I hope everybody's okay. That one's one of the worst accidents I've seen out here up to date, especially on this side road. I never see any accidents out here on this side road, mainly on the 2 main roads up here. do my civic duty, pull over. These guys are trying to get to the accident to see exactly what's going on. Like I said, I just hope everybody's okay. That one was really bad. The car's actually in somebody's front yard. Like, wow, that one was nasty. That is for sure. I don't wish that on anybody. Unfortunately, you guys obviously can't tell. I could. It definitely smelled like pot at that accident, and I don't know if that was a neighboring house or if there was pot involved and the guy was not under the correct influence when he was driving. I don't know. I'm not going to place any blame on anybody, obviously. I don't know who was at fault, what happened. I just came up on it, as you guys saw, after the fact. And I just hope everybody walks away from that one, obviously, with the correct, I guess. Oh, man, another one? Here we go again. Look at this. Another ambulance. That makes number 2. Man, that can't have been a good accident if there's that many ambulances going that way. Now I really just want to get home. Like I said, people do not see you out here. Doesn't matter if you're in a car, on a bike, doesn't matter. People are oblivious to everybody else on the road. But like I was saying, I hope everybody walks away from that. I hope someone just ends up getting the correct punishment, I guess, for whoever was at fault there. That way they get it fixed and corrected, so hopefully they don't see it happen again. But you never know. People might just keep doing it regardless. My biggest thing is that everybody gets to go home safe to their family, because there's nothing like getting a knock on the door or a phone call from the cops just giving you their sympathies and letting you know that someone that you love and care about has passed on due to either their own carelessness or somebody else's. That goes back to one of my earlier moto vlogs, where all it takes is one person's bad decision to cause a ripple effect, and you might be in that path of the ripple. Somebody else's decision can affect you, and as you can see, that's the case right there. All it took was someone's bad decision or 2 extra seconds of not looking or texting and driving, whatever it may have been, and that ended it. My favorite wall. That's one thing I will miss on my ride home, because I'm no longer going to be going past this wall anymore, which means no excessive noise. Hopefully I'll find something else to pass and be just as obnoxious on the new house location. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to cut off and leave you guys. Actually, I'll cut off as soon as I get into the house. You get all the stupid neighbors that don't belong out here at all, and they all got to give their 2 cents as to why you don't wave at them and blah blah. These are the neighbors that we're moving away from for a good reason. So I am out. See you guys.